Every problem in life stems from a lack of understanding purpose. When you know why you exist and what you are meant to do, every challenge becomes an opportunity to fulfill your purpose. Without a clear vision, problems appear insurmountable. When you see the bigger picture and keep your eyes on the destination, obstacles become stepping stones. Many problems persist because we haven't discovered our true potential. Invest in self-discovery and self-development to unlock solutions that lie within you. Emotions are temporary and often misleading. Principles are eternal and guide you through confusion and chaos. Anchor yourself in timeless truths to navigate life's challenges. Problems often signify unused potential. Focus on maximizing your gifts, talents, and resources. When you operate at your highest capacity, problems shrink in the face of your expanded ability. True leaders are problem solvers. When you shift your focus from solving your problems to helping others solve theirs, you discover a deeper sense of fulfillment and solutions to your own challenges. Your belief system sets the limit of your solutions. Believe in the possibility of resolution. Faith in your ability, resources, and the divine order transforms impossibilities into opportunities. Transformation begins with a renewed mind. Change your thinking and you change your reality. New perspectives bring new solutions. Focus on renewing your mind to see beyond limitations. Purpose is the original intent in the mind of the Creator that motivated the creation of a particular thing or person. Everything in life is created with a purpose, a unique role or function it is meant to fulfill. Consider a seed, its purpose is to become a tree and bear fruit. If the seed never understands this, it may remain dormant or be used for something other than its intended role. Similarly, when we do not understand our purpose, we find ourselves lost, misdirected, and overwhelmed by problems that seem insurmountable. Every problem we face is, in essence, a problem of purpose. When you don't know the purpose of something, abuse is inevitable. This principle applies to our lives, relationships, careers, and every other aspect of existence. For instance, if you don't know the purpose of money, you will misuse it, leading to financial problems. If you don't understand the purpose of relationships, you will mishandle them, causing conflict and heartbreak. Therefore, the first step in solving any problem is to seek and understand its purpose. Understanding purpose requires introspection and a connection with the source of your being. It's about asking the right questions. Why am I here? What was I created to accomplish? What unique contribution am I supposed to make in the world? These questions lead you to a deeper awareness of your identity and the specific problems you are equipped to solve. Without this understanding, you may spend your life pursuing things that don't align with your true purpose, resulting in frustration and a sense of emptiness. Moreover, purpose is inherently linked to passion and fulfillment. When you align your actions with your purpose, even the most challenging problems become manageable. This alignment generates passion, a driving force that propels you to overcome obstacles with resilience and determination. You begin to see problems not as hindrances, but as opportunities to exercise your purpose and make a difference. This shift in perspective transforms how you approach life's difficulties. Purpose also has the power to attract the right resources, relationships, and opportunities into your life. When you are living in alignment with your purpose, you naturally draw people and resources that support your mission. It's like a magnet that pulls everything you need towards you. This principle is evident in nature. A bee, driven by its purpose to collect nectar, not only contributes to the pollination of plants, but also attracts flowers and is provided for in the process. Similarly, when you are in tune with your purpose, the universe conspires to support you. In essence, purpose is not just the solution to your problems, it is the key to unlocking your potential, the lens through which you see the world, and the driving force behind your actions. It gives meaning to your existence and turns every challenge into a meaningful pursuit of growth and impact. The journey to understanding and living out your purpose is the greatest adventure you can embark on, for it leads to a life of significance, fulfillment, and contribution. This shift in perspective requires us to move away from a victim mentality. Often we view problems as things that happen to us beyond our control, and sometimes even as punishments or unfair events. This mindset can lead to helplessness and resentment, but it can be transformed by seeing ourselves not as victims of circumstance, but as active participants in the unfolding of our lives. We start to understand that problems are not merely things to be solved, but experiences to be navigated. They are like rivers that, when crossed, lead us to new lands and fresh perspectives. When we redefine problems, we also start to recognize the role of challenges in the broader context of our lives. Just as physical muscles grow stronger through resistance and stress, our mental, emotional, and spiritual muscles develop through the challenges we face. Problems, then, are the weights that we lift in the gym of life. Each difficulty, whether it is a personal crisis, a professional setback, or an internal conflict, is an opportunity to strengthen our inner resolve and expand our capacity for perseverance and wisdom. A shift in perspective also involves seeing problems as puzzles rather than walls. A wall stops us in our tracks, but a puzzle invites us to engage, think creatively, and find solutions. This mindset encourages curiosity and innovation. Instead of being stumped by a problem, we become intrigued by it. We start to explore various angles, considering possibilities and testing out different approaches. This process not only leads to solutions, but also to new insights and breakthroughs that we might not have reached had we not encountered the problem in the first place. When we redefine problems, we also begin to see their temporary nature. No problem lasts forever, and understanding this brings hope and perseverance. Many times when we are in the midst of a difficult situation, it feels as though it will never end. But by shifting our perspective, we realize that problems are transient, like clouds passing through the sky. They come, they challenge us, and then they go. What remains is the strength, wisdom, and resilience we gain from having faced them. Redefining problems also means accepting that not all problems are meant to be solved. Some are meant to be managed, navigated, or simply lived with. This acceptance can be liberating. It teaches us to let go of the need for control and perfection, and to embrace the unpredictability of life. Some problems, especially those involving other people or complex situations, may never have a perfect solution. In such cases, the growth comes not from solving the problem, but from learning to coexist with it peacefully and mindfully. This new perspective allows us to become more compassionate toward ourselves and others. We realize that everyone has their own set of challenges and struggles, and that these are an integral part of the human experience. This understanding fosters empathy, patience, and kindness. Instead of judging ourselves or others for having problems, we can offer support and encouragement, recognizing that each of us is on a unique journey of growth and learning. By redefining problems, we also empower ourselves to take ownership of our lives. We stop waiting for circumstances to change and start changing ourselves in response to our circumstances. This proactive attitude transforms us from passive recipients of life's difficulties into active creators of our destiny. We begin to see problems not as deterrents, but as raw material from which we can shape a meaningful and fulfilling life. This mindset shift does not mean denying the reality of pain, frustration, or difficulty. It's not about pretending that problems don't affect us. Rather, it's about choosing to see beyond the immediate discomfort and recognizing the potential for growth and transformation that lies within each challenge. It's about understanding that our greatest strengths, our deepest wisdom, and our most profound achievements often emerge from the crucible of adversity. As we continue to redefine problems and embrace this shift in perspective, we become more adaptable and resilient. We develop the ability to bounce back from setbacks and to navigate the inevitable twists and turns of life with grace and confidence. Problems then become the training ground for resilience, teaching us to be flexible, resourceful, and steadfast in the face of uncertainty. A person with vision is never confined by their present conditions. They have the capacity to see beyond the immediate problems, difficulties, and setbacks. They understand that challenges are temporary, but vision is enduring. It serves as a blueprint, a mental image of what is possible, providing direction and purpose even when circumstances seem overwhelming. Vision is like a lighthouse on a stormy night, a beacon of hope and certainty that helps us navigate through turbulent waters, keeping us focused on the destination rather than the turbulence around us. This kind of vision requires us to detach from the noise of everyday life, to rise above the distractions and disturbances that cloud our judgment and obscure our path. It calls for clarity of mind and a deep sense of inner conviction. Vision is not swayed by the opinions of others or the fluctuating tides of external circumstances. It is rooted in a deep-seated belief in our own capacity to create and shape our reality. It is this inner conviction that enables us to persevere when others give up, to see possibilities when others see only dead ends, and to keep moving forward even when the way forward is not immediately apparent. Vision is the seed from which all achievements grow. Every great invention, every transformative idea, every social movement that has changed the course of history began as a vision in the mind of someone who dared to see beyond the present reality. These visionaries were not content to accept the world as it was. They saw what it could be and dedicated themselves to bringing that vision to life. They were able to hold on to their vision even in the face of ridicule, opposition, and seemingly insurmountable challenges. Their vision gave them the strength to persevere, the courage to take risks, and the resilience to bounce back from failure. Vision also serves as a powerful motivator. It gives us a reason to get up in the morning, to face the day with energy and enthusiasm, and to push through difficulties with determination and grit. When we have a clear vision, we are driven by a sense of purpose that fuels our actions and sustains us during tough times. This sense of purpose gives meaning to our efforts, making even the most mundane tasks feel significant because they are contributing to something greater. Vision infuses our lives with passion and excitement, making us willing to endure temporary discomforts and sacrifices for the sake of a greater good. A compelling vision has the power to attract others and to inspire them to join us on our journey. It is a magnet that draws people, resources, and opportunities into our lives. When we articulate our vision with clarity and conviction, we invite others to see what we see, to share in our belief, and to contribute their talents and energy to making that vision a reality. Vision is contagious, it spreads and multiplies, creating a ripple effect that can lead to collective action and transformative change. It has the power to galvanize a team, to unite a community, and to mobilize a movement. Vision is also essential for leadership. A leader without vision is like a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly and at the mercy of external forces. A leader with vision, however, is able to steer the ship, to navigate through storms and rough seas with confidence, and to guide their team toward a clear destination. They are able to inspire trust and loyalty because people are willing to follow someone who knows where they are going and why. Visionary leaders are able to communicate their vision in a way that resonates with others, aligning their team's efforts with a shared sense of purpose and direction. In the face of challenges, vision acts as a source of strength and resilience. It reminds us of why we started, of the bigger picture, and of the end goal we are striving for. When we are clear about our vision, we are less likely to be discouraged by temporary setbacks or derailed by unforeseen obstacles. We understand that these are just part of the journey, not the end of the story. Vision helps us to stay focused, to keep our eyes on the prize, and to maintain a positive outlook even in difficult circumstances. It gives us the fortitude to endure hardships, the patience to navigate delays, and the persistence to keep going even when progress seems slow. Vision also requires us to be adaptable and open to change. As we pursue our vision, we may encounter new information, experiences, and insights that prompt us to refine or adjust our vision. This does not mean that we abandon our vision, but rather that we remain flexible and responsive to the unfolding of life. An effective vision is both clear and flexible, providing direction while allowing for growth and evolution. It is a guiding star that helps us navigate our path, but it does not confine us to a rigid course. A powerful vision is grounded in reality but not limited by it. It acknowledges the current challenges and constraints, but also sees beyond them to a future that is more aligned with our highest aspirations. It is the bridge between where we are and where we want to be. This kind of vision requires a balance of optimism and pragmatism, a willingness to dream big while also taking practical steps toward those dreams. It is about setting our sights high while keeping our feet on the ground, moving steadily toward our desired future one step at a time. Vision is not just about seeing a better future for ourselves, but also for others. It is about using our unique gifts, talents, and resources to make a positive impact on the world around us. A vision that is rooted in service to others has the power to uplift and transform not only our own lives, but also the lives of those we touch. It expands our sense of purpose and responsibility, motivating us to strive for excellence not just for our own benefit, but for the greater good. This kind of vision inspires us to become the best versions of ourselves so that we can contribute to creating a better world. Having a vision does not mean that we have all the answers or that the path will be easy. It means that we have a guiding light that helps us navigate the journey, even when the way forward is not immediately clear. It means trusting in the process, believing in ourselves, and being willing to take one step at a time, even when we cannot see the whole staircase. It is about holding on to our vision with unwavering faith, knowing that every challenge we face, every setback we encounter, and every failure we experience is part of the journey toward realizing our vision. When we apply this principle to human life, we begin to see that every challenge we face has a corresponding solution embedded within the design of the problem itself. Just as a lock is designed to have a key that can unlock it, every problem comes with the potential for resolution. The key may not always be immediately apparent, but it exists. Our task is to find it, to discover the solution that is inherently connected to the challenge we are facing. This requires a shift in perspective from seeing problems as insurmountable barriers to viewing them as puzzles waiting to be solved. Understanding the law of design means recognizing that we too are designed with purpose and potential. Each of us has unique gifts, talents, and abilities that equip us to navigate the specific challenges we encounter. The very fact that we face a particular problem suggests that we have or can develop the capacity to overcome it. This realization is empowering because it affirms that we are not victims of our circumstances, but active participants in the unfolding of our lives. We have within us the resources, whether innate or acquired, to meet and master our challenges. This principle also invites us to look at problems from a new angle. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me, we can ask, what is the design of this situation? What is it trying to show me? These questions open us up to new possibilities, to see connections and patterns that we might otherwise overlook. We begin to understand that problems are not just random events or punishments, but opportunities for growth, learning, and discovery. They are designed to teach us something, to reveal aspects of ourselves, and to help us develop new skills or insights. Every problem, when examined closely, reveals clues to its own solution. Just as a detective pieces together evidence to solve a mystery, we can analyze the components of a problem to find its inherent solution. This requires patience, observation, and a willingness to engage with the problem rather than avoid it. Often the solution is not immediately obvious because it is hidden within the complexity of the situation. But as we peel back the layers, we begin to see the design more clearly, and the path to resolution starts to emerge. This principle encourages us to embrace problems as part of the design, not as anomalies or disruptions. Just as the process of building a house involves challenges and obstacles that must be addressed to create a stable and lasting structure, the process of building our lives involves confronting and overcoming challenges. These challenges are not separate from the design, they are integral to it. They are the very means by which we grow, learn, and become more capable of fulfilling our potential. The law of design teaches us that solutions are not always immediate or easy. Just as a plant takes time to grow and bear fruit, solutions often require patience, persistence, and careful nurturing. We may need to try different approaches to experiment and refine our strategies until we find the one that works. This process of trial and error is not a sign of failure, but a natural part of the design. It is through this process that we develop the skills, resilience, and understanding needed to master the challenges we face. This perspective helps us to approach life with a sense of wonder and curiosity. We start to see problems not as threats, but as invitations to grow, to explore new possibilities, and to discover solutions that are uniquely suited to us. We realize that everything we need to overcome our challenges is already within us or within our reach. The process of finding solutions becomes a journey of self-discovery, a way of unlocking our potential and realizing our purpose. The law of design also suggests that there is a timing to everything. Just as a seed planted in the right season will grow and flourish, solutions often emerge when the time is right. This requires us to be patient and to trust in the process. We may not see immediate results, but that does not mean the solution is not on its way. Sometimes the delay is part of the design, giving us the time we need to prepare, to learn, and to grow in ways that will enable us to fully embrace the solution when it arrives. This understanding encourages us to remain open and receptive, to be willing to adapt and change as we seek solutions. Just as a designer may need to revise their plans in response to new information or unexpected challenges, we may need to adjust our approach as we navigate our problems. Flexibility is key to finding solutions that are not only effective but also sustainable and aligned with our true purpose. Self-discovery also involves exploring our values and beliefs. What do we stand for? What principles guide our actions and decisions? Understanding our core values helps us to align our lives with what truly matters to us, to make choices that are congruent with our deepest convictions, and to live with integrity. This alignment brings a sense of inner peace and fulfillment, as we are no longer living in conflict with ourselves or trying to meet external expectations that do not resonate with our true selves. Instead, we become anchored in our own truth, living in a way that is true to who we are. As we deepen our self-discovery, we may also begin to question the broader context of our lives, our place in the world, our purpose, and our connection to something greater than ourselves. This can lead to a spiritual awakening, a sense of being part of a larger whole, interconnected with all of life. We start to see ourselves not as isolated individuals, but as integral parts of a vast, dynamic universe, each of us contributing to the collective evolution in our own unique way. This perspective brings a sense of humility and gratitude as we recognize the beauty and mystery of existence and our role within it. In this journey, we also learn to accept and love ourselves as we are without judgment or criticism. Self-acceptance is a crucial aspect of self-discovery, as it allows us to embrace our imperfections and to see them as part of our unique human experience. We begin to realize that we do not need to be perfect or to have all the answers in order to be worthy of love and respect. This acceptance creates a foundation of inner peace and self-compassion, from which we can continue to grow and evolve. Self-discovery is not a solitary endeavor. It is often supported by the insights and experiences of others who have walked a similar path. Books, mentors, teachers, and communities can provide valuable guidance and support, offering perspectives and tools that can help us navigate our own journey. Sharing our experiences with others, being open and vulnerable, can also deepen our understanding and create meaningful connections. We realize that we are not alone in our quest for self-understanding, and that, while each of our journeys is unique, there are common threads that connect us all. As we continue to explore the depths of our being, we discover new layers of potential and possibility. We begin to see that we are not limited by our past or by the roles we have played. We are constantly evolving, capable of change and transformation. This realization is both empowering and humbling, as it invites us to take responsibility for our own growth and to actively participate in the unfolding of our own potential. We become creators of our own lives, guided by our inner wisdom and fueled by a deep desire to express our true selves in the world. Through self-discovery, we also come to understand the importance of living in alignment with our true nature. When we are connected to our authentic selves, we experience a sense of flow and ease in our lives. Our actions become more purposeful, our relationships more genuine, and our experiences more fulfilling. We are no longer striving to be something we are not, but simply expressing who we are in the most natural and effortless way. This alignment brings a sense of joy and contentment as we are living in harmony with our own essence. The journey of self-discovery ultimately leads us to a deeper sense of self-mastery. We become more aware of our own power, our ability to shape our thoughts, emotions, and actions in ways that support our growth and well-being. We learn to navigate the challenges of life with greater resilience and grace, to respond rather than react, and to make choices that are aligned with our highest good. This mastery is not about control or perfection, but about living with intention and presence, fully engaged in the process of becoming who we are meant to be. In this journey, we also discover the importance of self-expression. As we uncover our true selves, we feel a natural desire to share our gifts, talents, and insights with the world. This expression is not about seeking approval or validation, but about contributing to the collective in a way that is uniquely our own. It is an act of creativity and generosity, a way of saying, this is who I am and this is what I have to offer. Through self-expression, we connect with others, inspire change, and make a meaningful impact. Self-discovery is an ongoing process, one that continues to unfold throughout our lives. Each new experience, each new challenge offers an opportunity to learn more about ourselves and to deepen our understanding of who we are. It is a journey that requires patience, curiosity, and an open heart. But it is also a journey filled with rewards, greater self-awareness. Living by principles means making choices and decisions based on a set of values and beliefs that remain constant, even when our emotions try to pull us in different directions. These principles act as a stabilizing force, providing clarity and direction when emotions are clouding our judgment. They are the guidelines that help us navigate through the fog of confusion, fear, anger, or excitement. Emotions, while valid and important, can sometimes lead to impulsive actions and regrettable decisions if they are not balanced by a strong commitment to principles. Consider the principle of integrity, which calls for honesty and transparency in our actions. When faced with a challenging situation, our emotions might tempt us to take shortcuts, to deceive, or to act out of self-interest. Fear might push us to hide the truth. Anger might provoke us to lash out inappropriately. However, if we are anchored in the principle of integrity, we can choose to act with honesty and courage, even when it is difficult or uncomfortable. This adherence to principles provides a sense of inner stability and self-respect, as we know we are living in alignment with our values, regardless of the emotional turmoil we may be experiencing. Another principle that can serve as a powerful anchor is empathy. In moments of conflict or misunderstanding, emotions such as anger, resentment, or frustration can lead us to react defensively or aggressively. These emotional reactions can escalate conflicts and damage relationships. However, if we are committed to the principle of empathy, we can choose to listen, to seek understanding, and to respond with compassion, even when our emotions are urging us to do otherwise. This principle allows us to build stronger, more respectful connections with others, fostering a sense of stability and harmony in our relationships. The principle of patience is also essential in a world that often demands immediate results and instant gratification. Our emotions can make us impatient, anxious, or frustrated when things do not go as planned or when we are faced with delays and setbacks. We may feel the urge to push forward recklessly, to force outcomes, or to give up in despair. However, if we are guided by the principle of patience, we can take a step back, breathe, and allow the process to unfold in its own time. This principle helps us to maintain a sense of calm and perseverance, even in the face of uncertainty and difficulty. Principles also provide a framework for self-discipline. Emotions such as desire, fear, or boredom can lead us to engage in behaviors that are detrimental to our well-being or long-term goals. We may be tempted to indulge in habits that provide temporary relief or pleasure but ultimately lead to negative consequences. The principle of self-discipline, however, reminds us to prioritize our long-term well-being over short-term gratification. It gives us the strength to resist temptations, to stay committed to our goals, and to make choices that are aligned with our highest values, even when our emotions are pulling us in the opposite direction. When we live by principles, we also cultivate a sense of consistency and predictability in our actions. Others can trust and rely on us, knowing that we will act in accordance with our values, regardless of the situation or our emotional state. This builds a sense of trust and respect both in our personal relationships and in our professional lives. People know that they can count on us to be fair, honest, and dependable, even when circumstances are challenging or emotions are running high. This consistency creates a stable foundation upon which strong, lasting relationships can be built. Living by principles also allows us to take a more objective view of our own emotions. Instead of being swept away by them, we can observe them, acknowledge them, and then decide how to respond based on our principles. This practice of emotional self-regulation is a powerful tool for maintaining stability and composure, especially in difficult or stressful situations. It allows us to pause, to reflect, and to choose our response rather than reacting impulsively or being controlled by our emotions. The principle of forgiveness is another example of how principles can transcend emotions and lead to greater stability and peace. When we have been hurt or wronged, our emotions might drive us to hold on to resentment, anger, or a desire for revenge. These feelings can be overwhelming and destructive, both to ourselves and to our relationships. However, the principle of forgiveness invites us to let go of these negative emotions, to release the burden of anger and resentment, and to choose peace and reconciliation. Forgiveness does not mean condoning harmful behavior, but it does mean choosing to prioritize our own peace of mind and emotional well-being over the need to hold on to pain and bitterness.